So this is Samsung's Galaxy S21 Ultra. Okay, so let's start off with the design. In my opinion, the S21 Ultra has one of the most beautiful designs. Its brushed aluminum body looks dope. And even though the camera bump is huge, but it's for a good reason. Plus, Samsung has done a great job to embrace the bump. It kind of merges with the body of the phone, the side rails. So it feels like a part of the phone rather than a separate camera. I would love to have a stainless steel border in spite of aluminum, as it's much more durable to dents. But yes, that would increase the weight of the phone, which already is 227 grams. So it's not the weight of the phone that bothers me, rather the weight distribution. This phone is top heavy. That takes away from the experience, but still, that's a minor problem. Other than that, I love this phone's design aesthetics, especially in this matte black color. Coming to the front of the phone. Damn, I have literally zero complaints here. Samsung has shrunk the bezels to the point that shrinking them more would make it uncomfortable to use. And the only distraction here is the very small punch hole, as you can see here. And I have no problem with that. It's the best solution for now, and in my opinion, we shall wait for the tech to improve to get that full screen experience. They have also minimized the chin to a great extent, almost as thin as the side bezels. As you can see here, the phone is 8.9mm thick, which is completely acceptable considering the humongous size of battery power in it. And yes, this phantom black color is absolutely worth the time Samsung spent to describe it in its presentation. Okay, let's move to the favorite part of the phone, the display. It's an extremely sharp, high quality 2K panel with variable refresh rate varying from 10 to 120 Hz. And it's an HDR10 Plus certified panel. Samsung has been improving its top-notch displays every year. It's difficult to see the change year after year, but when you look 2 to 3 years back, they have made big strides. Call it solving burning issues, increasing the brightness, and many things. The brightness of this display is 1000 plus nits, but the phone manually reaches only around 500 nits. That means that the phone will show its power brightness when you actually need it, that is, outdoors in the sun, which I think is a smart move, saving the battery and screen from burning. Let's talk about the speakers. It has a brilliant set of dual speakers that are very loud and have great quality. Maybe the iPhones have a bit more richness to it, but they are comparable. I'm comparing it with iPhone because Apple is the gold standard when it comes to speakers, be it a laptop, phone, or tablet. I have also tested the S22 Ultra, and honestly speaking, these have better speakers than them. Next, let's talk about the cameras. This offers a set of 4 cameras and a laser autofocus system. The main is a 108 megapixel f1.8 sensor with a sensor size of 1 over 1.33 inches and a pixel size of only 0.8 microns. This one is the ultra-wide sensor, which is 12 megapixel, and these two are the telephoto lenses. This one is a 10x and this one is a 3x. The phone can take 4K 60 FPS videos from all these cameras including the front one, and can record a gimmicky 8K 24 FPS video. Initially, when the phone was launched, Samsung wasn't using the telephoto lens to take portraits, but after some months they pushed an update after which it started using the 3x zoom camera for the portraits, and that improved the quality of the portraits by a considerable amount. The zoom capability of this phone is next to none. Here are some samples. It has one of the best ultra-wide cameras with very less distortion, very crisp and great dynamic range. The main camera uses pixel binning to give 12 megapixel photos that are plenty sharp, have great dynamic range and colors. But Samsung does over-sharpen a bit and lags a little behind pixel when it comes to texture in a photo. I think they got too much into megapixel marketing, and for it, they have to reduce the size of the pixels. Here are some low light shots. In low light, Samsung tries to denoise everything at the cost of some detail. But except that, it has the high quality that we expect from a top-tier smartphone. It's so good that when we compare it with a Pixel or an iPhone, we cannot pick a clear winner. All are great in low light. Now here are some video clips in 4K 30fps. In the video department, Android still suffers from lack of dynamic range and detail, which it tries to compensate with more contrast and saturation. Most people won't notice, but it is something that you should know. Low light video suffers a lot in quality, but it is what it is. Smartphone cameras have a lot to improve here. This phone's camera is a huge step up from the S20 Ultra's camera. It is in the top 3 when it comes to photos. In some scenarios, Pixel or iPhone does better, and in some, Samsung. When it comes to the video, it's only behind Apple. It offers the best zoom quality in any smartphone. Anyone with this camera would be completely satisfied. Samsung has also solved the autofocus issues and the dynamic range issues which plagued the S20 Ultra's camera. The front camera is a 40 megapixel sensor and it is the best front camera in any phone. It has much more detail than other phones and also the skin tones are very realistic. Now let's talk about the performance. Samsung offers 2 variants of this phone, one having Snapdragon 888 and the other with Exynos 2100. Both SoCs are made on 5nm process. But the major problem that I suffered is that the phone heats up quickly when outside temperature is around 30 degrees Celsius. The phone is equipped with a 5000 mAh battery. It gives around 5 to 7 hours of screen on time with a 16 hours of usage, with 2K 120Hz enabled. But you won't be running for a charger during the day if you have topped the battery when you start your day. 5000 mAh is plenty. But the charging speed of this device is very normal. It takes about 75 minutes to fully charge the phone from 0 to 100% and supports a maximum of 25 watts. Samsung is being too conservative after the whole Note 7 fiasco. They should try to innovate in charging speed department as Oppo and some other companies are doing. This phone is such a complete package that it's very hard not to recommend it over any other phone. It has the best display, one of the best cameras, great performance, and great battery life. I would rather prefer flat display over this beautiful curved panel, just because flat displays are more practical and easy to use. Also, Samsung should do something about the overheating issue of the phone to give a better user experience. That's all. See you in the next video. Thank you.